Comfy or what?
Hold on. Now I am.
Damn.
Shoes came off, dude.
Damn. I want to run an idea by you about the podcast live.
All right.
I'm thinking of scrapping doing an intro. You know, I'm always like, "Oh, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Betamax," and then
Do you want to just start it?
yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
I mean,
And I think I'm only gonna do intros when we have a guest.
I was just about to say, yeah. So I'm a guest.
Fuck you. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Betamax. My name is Fidel. His name's Eddie.
So, I showed you the first Omen trailer.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It's fun. Okay, so when did you like? You said you watched it today, or
So no, I think I watched it for the first time like 3 or 4 days ago.
that trailer you showed me?
Yeah, it like popped up on my feed. I had no idea what it was. I've never heard of it. I'm like, dude, this is tight.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. It looks like an old movie.
Yeah.
And what did you think about it?
So, okay, well, before I go into like what I thought about it, I had heard about this movie, like it was announced, whatever, and I brushed it off because I'm just like, oh, another one of these like fucking legacy horror films because it's related to The Omen, right? I'm
I
assuming.
believe so, yeah.
So I'm like, another one of these legacy films, like cashing in the like Exorcist was a fucking shit pile, Halloween was a shit pile, like, I mean, besides the first one, but
Yeah.
so I was just like, I brushed it off. I was like, whatever, I'm not interested. So I didn't even watch the trailer, nothing. And then I saw somebody post about it, saying like, no, you need to go see this movie. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was reading about it. I guess it originally got an NC-17 rating. So I guess the editors had to go in and cut as much as they could without, I guess, sacrificing the integrity of the movie to just get the R. But they were skimping on what they were taking out because they were trying to leave everything in as much as they could. And I guess
I'm assuming probably gore.
I'm assuming, yeah. And the person that was posting about it is like one of those like TikTok movie reviewers, and she was saying something along the lines of like, this movie earns every bit of its R rating, and they could see why it got an NC-17. It
So
doesn't.
they've seen it already.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say the movie doesn't hold back, and that everybody needs to go see it.
Yeah.
Like it's probably. This is kind of hyping it up, but they were saying it's probably like one of the best horror movies like in the last couple of years.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I mean, that's honestly not really a tall
Yeah, it's like
statement, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like every year there's like one good horror movie.
Yeah,
Like if you're lucky.
yeah. So it's funny, like, because I saw that post today, and then when you got here, you're like, oh, like, have you seen this? And you put it on and watched it, and yeah, dude, like, it looks fucking sick. It looks old. I love like the whole like 70s like aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
Looks old. I want is it gonna look like that?
So that's what I wanted to bring up. So I was watching this trailer. It was
Yeah.
on Instagram, and then
Yeah.
I clicked on the comments. I'm like, dude, this looks so tight. Like,
Yeah.
how come I haven't heard anyone mention anything about this movie?
Yeah.
And the comments were like praising this trailer. Like they're like, oh man, I love the feel of this. But I'm sad that the movie doesn't look like this. And I'm like, what? And I read more into it, and the movie itself doesn't look like that at all.
Yeah.
It's very clean, very polished, very
Yeah.
modern.
Yeah.
They just made that one trailer as a throwback, but they did such a good job. Like I literally thought like that's what it was gonna look like.
Yeah.
Because even like the footage they use, like the cars that are in it, like it looks like it's from that time period. So I was a little bummed about it, but I'm like, well, if they're putting this much effort into marketing, it's probably like there's probably something good about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if it was any other movie, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about it. I do love the original first Omen movie.
I haven't seen it in so long, so I would have to rewatch it.
I haven't either, but I remember I was really into it as a kid. I remember I would quote it all the time.
Yeah.
But I've never saw any of the sequels or anything like that either.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're good or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I was a little bummed when I found out this movie doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
But then I was also like, damn, this is the first time I saw a movie where they just kind of like I guess made it look a certain way. and they pulled it off to where it kind of fooled me.
Yeah.
Like they weren't using old cameras or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just like editing, which is kind of scary but kind of cool too. Like,
Yeah.
because I always said like like when people film with new cameras and they add like a stupid filter that makes it look old,
Yeah.
you can tell it's a filter and it looks stupid to me. But yeah, but this trailer was so well done and like, but I was bummed that it's not gonna look like that.
It also shows kind of like the audience they're catering to, like the people they want to come see this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this trailer doesn't give anything away.
No,
Like it doesn't really give anything away, and yeah, like the way it's shot,
it's very short too.
it's very short. The way it looks, like even like the stuff that it does show, and then like it just has that feeling of like, oh, this came out in like the 70s, you know?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm a little bummed, but I am curious, especially after hearing what you said about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this could be like a hidden gem, maybe that
I'm
comes out of
hoping.
nowhere.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. The other thing I want to bring up, the new Frankenstein picture. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw that today too. Is Christian Bale?
It's Christian Bale. So I had no idea this movie was being made,
Me neither.
but Juliana sent me the picture, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Is that tattoo real?
I know they're probably gonna use the excuse of like, "Oh, the body that they use, like it was tattooed," but it's like, why? Why is Hollywood like so obsessed with like putting shitty tattoos on characters? And it looks like it says "dope."
Yeah.
I don't know if that is what it says, but that's what it looks like.
I don't know, dude.
And I don't know why they don't ever just get like a actual like tattoo artist to be like, hey, like, you know, like what would a good tattoo be to have on this? Like, because I feel
exactly.
Because I feel like I don't know what the fuck they're going off of. Like
maybe like Instagram.
Man, I don't know. Probably
Maybe
because even like what's the dumb movie the Crow, the new one.
The Crow.
Where I'm just like, dude, those tattoos are like, they're bad. They're like fuckboy tattoos.
Yeah.
Like who? Why? Like I don't understand it, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
But yeah, it looks
but maybe you're
stupid.
right. Like maybe they aren't getting like a tattoo artist to, like, having them consult on like.
But like, just imagine how many like hundreds of people like they have to go through for all this, and like nobody says anything. Like nobody's like, hey, it's kind of cringy. You should change it or not have it at all. But
that alone makes me feel like, what if it's gonna be like a comedy?
I don't know. If that is the case where it is a comedy, then they could probably pull it off.
And if it is gonna be a comedy, I don't know if I can see Christian Bale in that role as like a comedic Frankenstein.
I don't think it'll be a comedy though.
Yeah, that's true.
But especially because that picture looks like very serious.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it does actually, because he looks like he's like opening his shirt.
Yeah, he looks like
it just looks weird, like
sexy Frankenstein.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do like Christian Bale. I do like him. I do like his acting.
And he is one of those artists that like he'll get lost in his work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that tattoo and the shirt. Yeah, you're right. It kind of.
So yeah, that's what kind of threw me off, because I saw that today too. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Yeah, because I think even my friend Michael sent it to me too. I'm like, what?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, I had no idea it was even being made.
No. I think was it Maggie Gyllenhaal's behind it?
I have no idea. I just saw the image. I didn't
saw
look into
her name
it.
was attached to it, but I don't know if she's like in it or she's directing it. So
I don't know.
I don't even know if she's done anything else, but
like directed anything else. I'm not sure.
yeah, because I think it said Maggie Gyllenhaal's Frankenstein. So
I'm not sure. You know what? I'm gonna have my laptop right here. Maybe I could
look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like weird. I'm like, damn, dude. Like they just don't like ever since Joker.
And what's crazy is like that wasn't even successful.
Yeah, it got so much backlash.
Yeah, and like, so why do they keep? I don't know, dude.
I feel like the only ones that took people's responses serious was the Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Remember, like everyone was shitting on the design,
Yeah.
And they actually like said, you know what, we're gonna postpone this. We're gonna rework everything and release it a couple months late, and they did. But yeah, dude, that.
Wait a minute. Is there a different Frankenstein movie coming out?
I don't know why.
So, so I googled Frankenstein 2024, and what came up was okay. It says Frankenstein is an upcoming American science fiction horror film, written and directed by Guillermo del Toro. It says, oh, it's gonna be released on Netflix, and it's starring Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein, so the scientist.
Okay,
Jacob Elordi as the monster.
I don't know who that is.
Jacob Elordi.
The one that always plays the characters.
No, he was in Saltburn, the guy from Euphoria.
I don't know. Oh, Elvis.
No, that's Austin Butler. Saltburn. Have you watched Saltburn yet? The one with you guys watched it, right? Yeah, Jacob Elordi. He's the guy that he like, the rich kid.
Yeah, he plays Elvis in Priscilla, right?
Oh yeah. I thought you were
okay.
talking about Elvis,
Priscilla?
the movie Elvis.
Yeah. I feel like
don't
that feels
see-
too hot to be playing Frankenstein.
But it is Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, I trust him.
I don't know. But I don't see anything else about. Where did I see that image? Who posted that? I think it was
I
like
have no idea.
discussing film or some shit like that. Let me see. Frankenstein movie. Let me do Christian Bale. Okay. Let's see what pops up. Oh, okay. Here it is. Christian Bale transforms into Frankenstein's monster. It's Variety posted it. And first look at Maggie Gyllenhaal's. Oh, the bride. So what's with this trend now too?
With what trend?
Guillermo del Toro's doing Frankenstein movie. Maggie Gyllenhaal's doing the Bride movie. Obviously about the Bride of Frankenstein. And then what we just mentioned, Elvis. Austin Butler played Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who directed that one. But then Sofia Coppola comes out with Priscilla. And see what I mean? It's like they're doing the two perspectives. Kind of reminds me of like when that time when there was like two movies coming out with like similar plots, kind of like Armageddon and Deep Impact.
When like those those were like really in like the world ending movies where.
But I'm saying like two movies that are coming out around the same time that are very similar. And another instance of that was
Pinocchio too.
That and then Friends with Benefits with I think that one was with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, and then No Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman.
That is weird.
Like that feels like this is what's happening with this. Christian Bale is Frankenstein's monster, and first look at Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride, the director who is teaming up with Warner Brothers for the period film. Damn.
I don't know.
I didn't even know she directed. It's gonna be set in 1930s Chicago.
Her movie?
Yeah. Damn, Variety.com has a shitload of fucking ads on it. But yeah, the image.
Yeah, right now when I re-looked at it, it looks stupid.
You know what? I'm gonna pop it up on the TV so you can see it.
It's so bad.
Let me see.
Have you seen it?
Have you seen the image? No? Oh, okay. Never about to.
It's like sexy Frankenstein.
Sexy Frankenstein. Right there. Right here. What is that? Right there. Looks like it says dope.
I'm gonna laugh if it says dope, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Remember that? Christian Bale and Thor?
Oh, I never saw that one.
No?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he played the villain in Thor.
I don't know, dude. I think for this one, I don't know. It's kind of like The Crow, where I'm like, I have to wait for the trailer before I really judge it. But even with that movie, I'm like, no, it's even worse than I predicted.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
So we'll
but like
see.
I said, I do like Christian Bale.
Yeah, I feel like he is one that's careful with his selection, I guess.
And then Maggie Gyllenhaal, I don't know if she's directed anything else. Let me see. How do you spell her name? There it is. Oh wait, it's in images. Well, what else do you have?
I
Damn.
think that's it. That's it for me, dude.
Yeah? Damn. Maggie Gyllenhaal. Are you a fan of hers? Like her acting?
I've only seen her in a handful of things,
There it is.
but yeah, the few that I've seen her in, yeah, I like her.
Yeah? She's in the good version of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah,
Also, she directed The Lost Daughter.
I've never seen that.
Believe that was her first.
So she's up and coming then.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, it was her feature directorial debut.
2021.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this will be her second.
Oh, no, I'm down to check it out. Because, like I said, I do like Christian Bale.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
yeah. I'll wait for the trailer for that one.
Damn.
It's very like usually I'm like I don't want to watch trailers, but for certain movies I'm like very like curious. I guess like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, have you heard anything about Monkey Man?
I've been hearing it's good.
Yeah, but when I watched the trailer, like I don't, it just looked.
It doesn't
kinda, like,
really catch
whatever.
me, yeah.
I'm just like that whole like, John Wick kind of like thing. It's like it's getting kind of old for me.
Yeah.
But-
I see what you mean, but I also feel like it's kind of... I can't help it either, but it's kind of unfair to, like, kind of compare these newer action movies to that now.
Mm-hmm.
Because John Wick did kind of set the bar, you know?
Yeah.
And it does feel like a lot of people are kind of trying to copy that. Because it was successful. They're trying to copy that formula. So... And yeah, I could definitely see the similarities, you know?
Yeah.
Just because it's like fast-paced action, you know, just looks balls to the wall, you know?
Yeah. I do like him as an actor, and this
Dev
is
Patel?
his first time directing. So
Yeah,
I'm curious.
yeah,
It'll be something I watch for sure, but I'm also like, let's see what you're gonna do different. Like,
yeah,
just because I don't know. Like, I like the original. I like the first and second John Wick. After that, I just feel like they just went. It became a superhero movie after that.
yeah.
And
I mean, the
it
fourth one was that funny scene where he falls down the stairs.
Yeah, no, I mean they're good, but it's just like I genuinely really really like the first one a lot.
Yeah,
Like I just think it's like a really really good film, and after that, like I just feel like they like I said, the tension was gone when they can shoot him and he won't die,
oh yeah,
and I just feel like oh well, there's no tension that if he can die or not. Like then I don't know, like it just I guess the fights just don't feel that heavy.
yeah. No, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because it just didn't feel vulnerable.
Yeah,
Because even when he died, like I was like, I think everyone knew he was gonna die. So it was kind. I don't know.
damn. All right, I'm gonna turn off the screen mirroring
Yeah, put that
so you can't see what I'm
corner
looking
back
at.
on. So, have you watched any movies recently?
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of movies because tomorrow I'm recording with Jason from Javalba.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be talking about the Raid films and then Police Story 1 and 2. So I wanted to rewatch the Raid films, and then I'd never seen Police Story 1 and 2.
You saw them both?
So I watched them both. Yeah, I've watched all the movies already. So
Are they funny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was not expecting that much humor in those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've watched all those, and I'm really looking forward to talking with him tomorrow. I was kind of getting like worried that he was gonna cancel just because his job is very like, from what I gather, it's unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh, I'll let you know like to see what my work schedule is gonna be like. But he ended up being like, oh yeah, like I'll be free, so I'm gonna head over to his house tomorrow around noon, and we're gonna do that. But other than that, I haven't really been watching anything else.
It's funny that you mentioned the Raid because that was I was watching like some interview with him with what's his name
The director,
yeah
Gareth Evans.
no oh, the director of the Monkey Man
Oh, Dev Patel.
yeah, and he was saying that like those movies were a huge inspiration to him.
That's tight.
And like he was even naming like the crew members and Gareth Edwards and all that and
Evans.
Gareth
Edwards is Godzilla. Yeah.
He should have named him too. It's a good movie. Yeah, but he was mentioning how like those movies are like highly influenced, like that because he was obsessed with Bruce Lee when he was
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
And he's saying that his like wall as a teenager was full of posters for Bruce Lee. So I'm hoping, like I said, like he took the fighting serious and it's not like shaky cam, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, back to what you were saying. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about? No, like other than that, I haven't really been watching anything. I've just been putting stuff on as background noise because I've been working on the video I did for Hit 'Em Where It Hurts.
Yeah.
Because like
when will that be released?
So
That you released a teaser.
Yeah, I did that last minute because I basically finished the video. The video's done. It's only gonna be 15 minutes long. I didn't want it to be like
only 15.
I had like 2 hours of footage.
Yeah.
I had like 2 hours of footage. So
you're gonna upload it on what?
that's where I'm kind of having trouble with.
See, you have the same predicament as me, dude.
Yeah, I was like, okay, where should I upload this? Should I upload it? Initially, I was thinking of uploading it to the Betamax YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it'll most likely go up to the Betamax YouTube, but I was also thinking of putting it on Instagram. Because Instagram, I think you could upload up to like 60 minutes.
16, really?
60.
Really?
Like I Googled it. That's what it said.
Dang. Okay, I had no idea.
Me neither.
I don't think I've ever sat for anything longer than like 3 minutes.
That's another reason too. Is just like, because I was like, if I put it on Instagram, are people gonna actually like watch the whole thing? And I feel like all the people that are actually gonna be invested in what the footage is like homies.
The homies,
yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's like some people that become new fans of the band. Dude, the new stuff is really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like the stuff that I showed you, it was a mixed.
Cuts,
yeah.
Yeah.
I've only listened to 2 of the songs mixed. Holy shit. Like it's a big difference. At first I was like, oh, he should just release it like this because it sounds tight, raw as fuck. But nah, dude. The mixes are fucking good.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. So are you gonna wait till they release that and then release the footage?
Well, that's what I was talking to Jose about because I finished the video and I sent it to him and he's like, dude, it came out sick. And I told him, I was like, so the songs I have in the video, because there's 2 songs that I like put sections of the songs in the video, but they're the rough mixes. So I told him, I was like, I have it saved as a draft on my laptop so I could go back in and replace the songs with the final versions. And then he's like, okay, so once those are done, he's going to send them to me. And then I asked him, I was like, when do you want me to release it? Like, do you want me to release it when you guys are ready to release the EP? And I think that's what we agreed on. So once the EP is ready to go, I believe they're going to be doing tapes with Aldo, Criminalized. You know how he does mostly tapes and stuff. Like, so I believe that's what they're going to be doing. So once those are all set and ready to go, and I'll tell you off the podcast, but there's a show lined up. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll tell you like once we're done recording. But once all that's set, then that's when the video will be out. It's basically done. I just got to replace the songs. And I do want to touch up some of the audio because it does sound a little like blown out at times. So I kind of want to go in there and mess with the levels.
Yeah.
So, dude, like all I'm using is CapCut. Super basic. So easy to use.
Yeah. Is that free or no?
Well, I pay for it.
One-time payment?
Yeah, yearly. It's a yearly thing.
Okay.
But I think it's worth it just because like what everything I'm able to use and like all the features it like comes with. So yeah, I really like how it came out. It's obviously very amateur looking, like, and then all I had was the little boom mic on the camcorder.
Yeah, I feel for like stuff like that, it works.
Yeah. Because I also had an idea of like ending the end of the video transitioning into like footage of their first show back. But I was like, that's going to take so long, like for everything to be set in stone, So I'll just do that separately. I am planning on like filming their shows as much as possible. So,
damn, dude, I want to do a drum cam of Bobby.
Dude,
that'd be a cool thing.
Seeing him in the studio is crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It looked cool from the little teaser.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
Yeah, like so the teaser, we were talking about that, and then I asked him like, when do you want me to release it? He's like, oh, like, do you have like a shorter version of it? And I was like, I don't, but I can make one. And then he's like, yeah, because I want to release a single because of like the possible show, and then like he wants to have people like be familiar with at least one song, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, when I get home from work, I'll work on a quick little teaser. And then I asked him what song, and it was the song that he released this morning, Morgul Wounds. And dude, I put that together, and it was kind of frustrating. It took me like maybe 2 hours to figure out how to do all like the transitioning and like the clips fading over each other and stuff
That's
like
what
that.
I hate, dude. I don't think people, even when it looks like super amateurish, I don't think people understand just how long
Yeah.
and grueling it can be.
Yeah.
Like it's almost it gets to the point sometimes where you just want to quit. Like you're just like,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you get to a certain level, you're gonna get so like familiar with it that it's gonna become fun.
Yeah.
Cause like I've seen like tutorials on YouTube, and they're like, oh yeah, to do this you can just do that, and like if you want to do this, you just do this. I'm like, dude, I can't wait to get to that level where like if I have an idea in my head, I know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Like once I get there, like I know it's just gonna become fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's an annoying process at first.
Yeah. And like there was different versions of it that I had, and like I was like, okay, I'm done, and I would send it to my phone, and because I wanted to see what it would look like on my phone.
Yeah.
So I would watch it on my phone, and then there'd be something, and I'd be like, I don't like how that looks. So I'd go back in, fix it, and then send it to my phone. So I had like a few versions on my phone until the final one I was satisfied with. Sent it to Jose, and he loved it. So I was like, all right. And then I told him, I basically was just like, I was gonna ask him if he wanted me to post it or if he was gonna post it, but I was like, I'm just gonna wait until he posts it, and like we'll go from there, you know. So he ended up posting it on like the Hit 'Em Where It Hurts Instagram, and yeah, like I like the way it came out, but
Yeah,
dude, I can't wait for people to hear the EP. It's really fucking good.
gonna be on Spotify.
I don't know, to be honest,
Well,
because I mean the single it's only on YouTube right now,
yeah.
but I'm assuming because I know Spotify for artists, I believe it takes a couple days once you submit it. So I'm not sure, like,
Because I feel like that's probably gonna be their best bet for like people just.
yeah. I'm also surprised he didn't upload it to their Bandcamp.
Yeah, I thought that's where the link was gonna take me.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was gonna do, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
what
But
happens.
other than like that's all I've been doing, like just the video stuff, and then just I've been kind of messing with or like toying with the idea of possibly making like a new logo for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I think about it, and then I look at the one we have, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to mess with it.
Yeah, because when I look at it, dude, I get kind of nostalgic.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
why.
like it fits. It's such a perfect thing for what it is for
Yeah.
us. So yeah, it's hard. I don't know, dude. That's tricky.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Like, it would be cool to have like something like fresh and new,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like I
I,
don't know.
I like that one a lot. So.
Yeah,
Which Anthony Martinez is the one that made it for us. So shout out to him.
yeah. I know. I'm looking at the flag right now, and I'm like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't really been doing much of anything else besides working. I did play my Switch for a little while the other day, but I was only on it for like maybe 15 minutes.
What'd you play?
That new Mario game, Super Mario Wonder.
Uh,
It's really good.
yeah,
It's really good. It's hard, but it's good.
yeah.
You don't play games anymore. Huh?
No, dude. I'll play like Lego Star Wars for like a couple hours and then put it away for like 5 months. And then play like another couple hours.
I can't play long anymore. Like
I can't either, dude.
I
I mean, I was never a big gamer, but I would be able to. I think what's gonna bring me back is gonna be the new Grand Theft Auto.
You think so?
I think so, because I feel like that's the only game since I've been a kid that I'm like, I would play for hours and hours. So I think that's gonna be like my return to gaming.
Yeah.
But I can't see any other game like changing that.
I mean, I have Spider-Man 2, the newest game on PS5, and the story is really good. And like when I started playing it, I got really invested in it, and I was playing for maybe like 2 hours. But once I put it down, I don't know. It's like I struggle with the idea of wanting to play it because I know I'm gonna get sucked into it,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like if I get sucked into it, I'm gonna waste so much time on it, and I could be doing something else. I don't know why I have that in my head, and I end up not even doing anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the short attention span shit getting to me now.
Yeah, and that's why like I kind of envy people that are able to like multitask, like
Yeah.
with stuff like they'll have like their day job and then they'll come back and like have like all these hobbies and things they do, and I'm just like, dude, how do you find the mental like energy for that stuff? Because I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I was just talking to Ellie about this earlier. Like I hyper focus on like whatever I'm working on.
Yeah.
And that's like I just get lost in it. I just put everything on the back burner, and it's so hard to like be like, oh, okay, I'm editing this video. Okay, I'm gonna take a break from it. I'm gonna go do this, and then I'll come back to it later on. It's like, no, dude. Like I will sit there for like 5 hours, like messing with it.
Yeah, that's how I was doing the video for Jose. Like, I did it on a night I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go to sleep. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna upload all the SIM or the memory card and just save the files to my laptop, and I'll worry about it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you know what? I want to see what it looks like on CapCut. So I opened up CapCut, uploaded all the files, and started messing with it. Before I knew it, this started around, I want to say 10 p.m. Before I knew it, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, dude.
Damn, dude.
And at that point, I wasn't even finished. Yeah. Just because, and it wasn't necessarily because there was so much editing going in, because I was like watching everything and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a piece of this, put it here. And then just going through the different like effects and the different things that CapCut has to offer, you know?
Yeah.
Just messing with shit. And like, it took me all night basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you want to talk about the movies now? Or do you have anything else you want to bring up?
Really quick, I did watch Unbreakable and Split.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched them in a while.
Yeah, it's been forever for me too.
Yeah,
and they're fucking sick, dude.
What about Glass?
I literally just finished Split like yesterday or the day before, so that's my next one. But I watched Unbreakable, and I have a tough time with Glass because of how it ends. Like I'm so like torn.
Yeah.
Like a part of me loved it and a part of me hated it at the same time. And that's like one of the first movies that's done that to me.
Yeah.
Where it's like I understand why they did it and I think it's a great choice, but I fucking hate it because I love those characters so much.
Yeah.
And like in rewatching Unbreakable, there's a scene where he's talking to his son. He's like, when I was your age, like I swallowed a little too much water and I almost died. And he's like, heroes don't die that way. That's not how it happens.
Yeah.
And it's just a little quick line. It's like 1-2 seconds. And it just like, I was like, man, it just like made me think about the ending of the Glass. And I'm like, oh, man. See, like I appreciate it much more now because that's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude. I need to rewatch it again, but you should rewatch them all.
I was gonna suggest we do an episode dedicated just to the 3 movies.
I'm down.
Because I mean, I love Unbreakable, I love Split, and I will save for my opinion on Glass.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it too. Because I've seen Split and Unbreakable a few times, and Glass I've only seen once.
All right.
So I would like to. Yeah, I would like to do an episode just dedicated to those. So, all right.
You want to get into movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to go first, or you go first?
You go first.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, since I made you wait so long.
I know.
My bad.
Yeah, it was cool. You had me watch Terrifier 2, which I had been wanting to watch since I had finally watched the first one. Well, it was like months ago, right?
Yeah,
like maybe even last year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, and so I had Terrifier 2 on my watch list for like the longest time. I don't know why I put off watching it, but so before I get into how I felt about the movie. So Terrifier 2 slasher film. The character Art the Clown originated in what was it? Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eves.
Hallows Eve, and
Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve. Yeah, and at that point it was a different actor, I believe. That
Was
played. I believe so. It wasn't until the first Terrifier that like a new actor had taken over the role or whatever. And Terrifier, the first Terrifier, I loved. I thought it was great. You know, so I was very excited for the second movie. And you know what? I think the reason I kind of put off watching it was because of how long it is. The runtime is what kind of.
Is it a long movie?
It's a long movie.
Oh.
So I think it's like 2.5 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being that long.
Which is pretty fucking crazy for a slasher film.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's an hour. It's 138 minutes. So it's at like 2 hours and 48.
Fuck, I don't remember it being that long.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, like I watched the first one, loved it, and I was excited to watch the second one. But I believe that runtime was kind of deterring me, which in itself is kind of a weird thing to say because like binge watching is a thing.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, so I'm glad you had me watch it because then I felt like okay, I have an obligation now.
Yeah.
Like I have to watch it now because we're gonna talk about it. This movie was fucking nuts, dude.
It's crazy, huh?
It's fucking crazy.
The amount of blood and gore in it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's definitely a fucking gore fest. I don't want to say it's a good movie. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
lot.
the way I
It's
would
very
describe it.
entertaining. It's a lot of fun. In my opinion, the perfect movie to have on during Halloween.
Yeah.
Like even if like you have especially with a group of people, you know, just to have it on just because of how fucking ridiculously gory it is. The scene where he's like with the girl and she's on the bed and he has like
He's
skin.
like skinning her.
Yeah, dude.
Doesn't he pour like lemon or
Yeah.
something? That's so dumb but funny,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, and then like the scene, I think she's like having a dream, and she's like on a playground or something.
Oh, she's like on the set of a movie or something, right?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. And doesn't he like kill a bunch of kids or something?
Yeah. Well, there's like adults, but they're portraying children.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened. This movie was nuts, dude. Like, and I mean, you said you didn't realize it was that long.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly felt the runtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching it, I did feel the runtime because I was just like, damn, this movie's still on. But it wasn't in a way where I was like, fuck, like hurry up and end. It was just like there was so much happening.
Yeah. I don't know. I do need to rewatch it just because it's been forever. But I did think it was a fun film. I love the gore. I love the practical effects. It's so over the top with its violence,
Yeah.
which I love because this movie, it kind of broke a lot like ground because it's for a movie to have this much violence and gore and win over like normal audiences is like it was a big deal. Especially like the director, like he was like, whoa, I did not think it was gonna get the praise that it's getting, the attention it's getting.
Yeah.
You know? Because I'm telling you, dude, when I watched it, I'm like, man, this movie's so cool. But it's definitely like my type of movie, like where it's just like an '80s throwback. Because even the soundtrack is like that.
Yeah, yeah, even the soundtrack.
Yeah, and for it to just like, I think they even brought it back to theaters for a little bit or something like that. Or
Yeah, they did when the announcement was for a third movie. That's when they had re-released it.
yeah, and it like it made way more than what it would cost to make. So
Yeah, let me see. I actually have that right here. Fuck. Holy shit, dude.
I'm telling you, like it broke. I'm pretty sure it broke some type of record. Like,
So it cost $250,000 to make. It made $15.7 million.
yeah, dude.
Holy shit. That is insane. I had no idea it made that much money.
Yeah, dude.
No wonder they fucking greenlit a third one.
Yeah. So, I do like you notice like the budget difference between the first and second one.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I'm hoping like it still it was still made with a fairly small amount of money. So I'm hoping like with the amount that it made this time around, like I hope they don't go overboard with the next one, where it's like we have so much, we're in the millions now for the budget, like because I do like the whole, like you can totally tell it's like an indie film, like you can tell what.
No, I just looked up the third movie.
Oh shit, what's the budget?
It's 2 million.
See, dude. I mean, it could be a good thing. They could put it to use to where it makes sense, but I just hope it's not like it doesn't, like it still feels very, very like kind of grounded. It's weird to say.
And there's talking about the third movie. I don't know if you saw that. I guess they filmed a scene that was so grotesque that the actor playing Art the Clown, like, threw up or almost threw up or something.
In the new one that's coming out?
In the new one that's coming out.
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I was reading about that and I was like, what the fuck? Which is funny because I read something similar about the second movie with Chris Jericho. Because he's in the end. He's like one of the guys at the mental asylum.
Yeah.
There's a scene where like it's Halloween and they have like the Jello, but it looks like eyeballs and brains. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. And he has to eat that. And I guess they did so many takes and he had to keep eating it that it was grossing him out and he almost threw up. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this movie. I was so lazy to put in the movie though. Dude, because I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. And I was like, fuck. I had the movie on the coffee table, but I was just like, let me see if it's streaming on anything. Laziness, dude. Me, the guy always saying like, oh, physical media. I know.
At least you're honest, dude. At least you're honest.
Yeah. And I saw that it was streaming on Vudu for free. And I have a Vudu account because like you could find stuff to rent on there that you can't really find anywhere else. So I opened up Vudu and it was streaming for free with ads. But I was like, fuck it, let's see how bad the ads are. And so I put it on and like the first ad started playing like before the movie. And then it went to buffer so the movie could start playing. And then it said playback error. And I was like, what the fuck? So I exited out, pushed play again. And then the first ad started playing again. And then once the ad was over, it started buffering for the movie to start. And it said playback error. I was like, fuck, man, what the fuck? So I was getting further. I was like, fuck this, I ain't going to watch it
the
then.
The amount of time you spend doing that, you could have just popped it in.
I know. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to watch it then. But then I ended up just getting up, putting the movie in and watching it. Which, I mean, I'm glad I did because, I mean, it looked and sounded way better. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, perfect Halloween movie. Very gory. For like, if you're a fan of like the cheesy slasher movies, and you're not squeamish with like body horror type shit, like just guts and just blood everywhere, like I would suggest watching this movie. It was a lot of fun. Ridiculous. Very ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely had a good time. It made me laugh a few times. So.
Yeah. And I like the characters, as dumb as some of them were.
Yeah.
Like for what they were good.
You know who that kid that plays the younger brother? You know who he is?
Mm-mm.
So he has a YouTube channel where he interviews bands.
Really?
And it's mostly like metal and like hardcore bands. Yeah. He's been doing it for I think since he's been like 14 years old.
Nah.
So when I saw him, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know he was like doing acting now. And then I guess the girl, what's her name? One? Yeah. Lauren Lavera. I think she's a stunt performer and martial artist.
Oh, so she probably did all her own.
Yeah, most likely. But do you remember what happens to her at the end? He stabs her, right?
I don't remember. I just remember there's a blade involved that's like, it gets really crazy, dude. Super like,
yeah,
like doesn't like a portal open?
Yeah,
or something. Like
it gets pretty wild at that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, this is so tight, dude. Like it's so over the top. It's so different from like the groundedness of the first one.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, this one we're gonna do something different. I appreciate that. It's not just like straight killing. Like there's like weird shit like this involved.
Yeah.
But I don't remember exactly what happens. But I think she stabs the clown with that thing, with that blade.
I believe so.
And then he goes, I don't know, to like a different dimension or portal. I don't remember.
I don't know, but I'm interested to see what the third movie is gonna entail.
It's gonna be Christmas, right?
And it's a Christmas one. Yeah, it comes out this year, I believe.
I think so.
I think so. Let me see. I just had it up when I fucking Terrifier 3 release date. Oh, for Halloween this year comes out, but it's Christmas themed.
Christmas movie. Okay.
Yeah, it says Terrifier 3 is an upcoming Christmas horror slasher film written and directed by Damien Leone. Yeah, comes out October 25th, 2024. 2024.
I'm glad that he's doing it still.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't know. I haven't really seen interviews with him or know too much about him, but I'm pretty sure by the looks of these movies, he has like some kind of background in like special effects.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Really quick side thing. Have you heard anything about the new Winnie the Pooh movie?
So I saw that they're creating a whole universe. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't know.
They're calling it the Pooh-niverse. And they've released a teaser for Bambi.
Oh shit!
So it's gonna, I believe it's like Bambi, Winnie the Pooh. I don't even honestly know who else, but they're creating a whole universe. And I've actually been hearing that Blood and Honey 2, the Winnie the Pooh one, that is actually good.
Yeah, because I heard that they went the route that the first one should have. Because the first one has nothing to do with like Winnie the Pooh. Like they don't, like the campiness is not there. There's no like references to the books besides the characters, but it's just like some dude killing like in a mask.
Yeah.
Super low score. Everyone hated it. Everyone was saying don't watch it. Waste of time. Shit film. So I don't know if it's the same directors, the same people behind the second one, but now it looks like they're actually going the route they should have. And people are saying like, yeah, like it's actually worth a watch. So I'm curious. I don't think I'll ever watch the first one. Just as I don't think I could be able to sit through it because how bad everyone says it is.
Yeah. So it is the same director, Rhys Frake Waterfield. I'm probably butchering that. Yeah, same director. The second movie is written by Matt Leslie, and the first the first one. Let's see. Oh damn! It doesn't even give a written by credit. Just say screenplay by the director. Yeah, there's no like written by credit. But the reason I wanted I brought this up because yeah they're starting this whole like oh no they're calling it the Twisted Childhood universe.
The Pooniverse.
I saw that somewhere.
Way tighter, dude.
Yeah, that does sound way tighter. Oh man. Okay, so the films that are upcoming. Bambi, The Reckoning. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. They're all being produced by the director of Blood and Honey. Yeah, the Pinocchio Unstrung. Oh, okay. It's because it's all leading to an Avengers type movie.
Dang. Okay.
Called Pooniverse, Monsters Assemble.
That sounds kind of tight.
And then there's going to be a Blood and Honey 3, apparently. And then Awakening Sleeping Beauty. So they're starting the whole thing.
We'll see how it goes.
But I have been hearing that Blood and Honey 2, that is actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to Terrifier 2, it's not streaming anything besides Vudu for free. But it has ads, and like I had said, like I was having issues with it, so I don't know. I would say just if you're not gonna buy it, rent it somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's available to rent, like Amazon or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I'm pretty sure with like October right around the corner.
Yeah, watch the first one. I want people to watch the first one as well. Whoever haven't seen it, it's available to stream on Peacock. So. If you have Peacock, and then it's also on Tubi, which is I think a free streaming service. And yeah, it's also it's also on Amazon. So
I think it's available to rent on Amazon.
It says here Amazon Prime for free.
Okay.
So it's probably part of like Freevee.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna have ads. But yeah, watch the first one and then watch the second one and go to the theater to watch the third one. Hopefully it's good. I'm hoping. because
hope so.
it does seem like they're upping the ante with each film.
Yeah.
I have never seen All Hallows Eve though, so I don't know.
I hope, like I said, I hope it's still, just as campy, like, and grounded.
Yeah,
And by grounded, I mean, like, you can tell it's like, they kind of have a low budget.
yeah,
'Cause I feel like once you get like a bunch of money involved, and it just, I don't know, it'll lose its campiness if that, But
Yeah,
I
I
mean, I
know.
hope it doesn't, but we'll see.
we'll see.
I hope they use that for more practical effects, and 'cause I know it is more expensive to do practical effects than CGI.
Yeah,
So I hope they, if they do up the ante, like you said, like I hope it's only in the kills.
okay. All right, so on to the next film. I'll intro it for you because I'm trying to implement the laptop more, just so like to look up stuff and like just have the facts, instead of being like, oh, who was that? Who was that?
Who's the director again?
Yeah, and I don't like pulling my phone out.
I was gonna ask you. I don't know. I don't remember what year this was released.
Okay, so the movie I had you watch, it's a 2014 film directed by Richard Linklater, called Boyhood. So are you familiar with Richard Linklater?
No. What else has he done?
So the movies that I know, he has a very extensive filmography.
But what are the big ones?
The ones that I'm familiar with are Slacker from 1990, Dazed and Confused.
Okay.
But I'm familiar with Before Sunrise, but I've never seen it. School of Rock. Oh yeah, Before Sunrise is part of a trilogy. It's Before Sunrise and then Before Sunset, and then what was the other one? Before Midnight. But those are the ones that I'm familiar with. Yeah. Fast Food Nation. I forgot about that one. Oh shit, A Scanner Darkly? I didn't know he did A Scanner Darkly. I fucking love that movie.
So he's done a little bit of everything. kinda.
Yeah. So, Boyhood. What were your thoughts on it? Do you want me to say what it's about first before?
Yeah.
All right. So it's a coming of age drama. From what I remember, because I haven't seen it in a while, it's the main character. What was his name? Mason. It's about him growing up, right?
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Literally about Boyhood.
Yeah, Boyhood. So, what did you think?
Okay. So I was like, how do I feel about this movie?
Yeah.
And I saw in one of the reviews that somebody did, and I took a quote from that because I was like, okay, this is gonna be exactly how I feel. And this was the quote: "A nostalgic masterpiece for some, for others, a waste of time."
Okay, because this movie, it does fall under like nothing happens really.
Yes, and that's what when I was reading the comments, it was very divisive. Like people were saying, like I loved it or I didn't. Like I didn't find anything, and I think I leaned more to that side.
You didn't find anything?
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad film. Like I wouldn't say anything was really bad about it. It just, I just feel like it. I don't know. Like after I watched the movie, I'm like, okay. Like I couldn't relate to the characters. I couldn't like none of them. Like I couldn't attach myself to anybody. And like I said, like I don't know, like who it was intended for. Because like I don't know. Like I think I just left like feeling like I wanted more.
Yeah.
But like I love character movies. Like I love movies where nothing happens. It's just characters talking. It's just development, storyline. But in this case, like I just feel like I don't know. Maybe because I couldn't relate to the characters. So what I did was I wrote the negatives that I thought were negatives, but I put a positive next to them. Or like not an
nice.
interesting fact, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, so I won't be a hater.
But
So-
that's you though. You're naturally a
Yeah.
hater.
So I like that quote said, like, it's nostalgic for some because I feel like a lot of people can relate to it, and for others like me, like I said, I did feel like, man, it is a long movie. Can you find out how long it was?
Yeah. So the movie is about, holy shit, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
165 minutes.
So like you said, you felt You felt it during Terrifier?
Yeah.
I felt it for this movie too.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this is a long movie. And the way my brain works was I had the same thing that happened when I watched, I don't know if you've ever seen it, it's called Patterson with Adam Driver.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Where it's just another character movie where same thing. When I was reading the comments for that, people are gonna be like, "You either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it," and people are saying like, "Oh, it's a waste of time. Like nothing happens." But I love that movie because I kind of related with Adam Sandler's Adam Driver's character.
Yeah.
And for this one, I think that's what happened. I just couldn't relate to any of them.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting fact. For each year of Mason, which is the main character's life,
Yeah.
that is covered in the movie, each year of his life is an average of 14 minutes on screen time. So just an interesting fact.
Yeah.
One of the negatives I felt like it was kind of rushed, which
Oh,
is
wow.
weird because I felt like it dragged,
Yeah.
but I also felt like certain things were like would happen and they didn't necessarily lead to anything. Like there's a scene where his mom's with some abusive like piece of shit, and she eventually gets fed up with it, and she goes to the house, gets the kids, and the kids like, oh, like what's going on? Like I'm taking you away from that guy, and they're like, oh, but all our stuff is in the house, and she's like, don't worry, like I'll buy you new stuff, and like at this point they had like step siblings. And I think they even mentioned like, oh, are we ever gonna see them again? Like, no, nothing. They never mentioned that again. They never mentioned those kids again. I'm like, oh, okay. So that like it just felt like kind of rushed, but like the movie took 12 years to make, right? So I did feel like the acting was kind of iffy sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was also because I don't think they had professional. I mean, I'm sure some of them were, but.
The only name I'm familiar with is Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
He was the only one I'm familiar. Oh, and Patricia Arquette. The parents, basically.
Okay. So yeah, I don't think the kids. I don't know if they were in anything else, but I think it was during the teenagers, like the super, like maybe like 10-ish around that of age, 10 years of age. Like that's when they were like it was kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Because when they were young, like kids, I felt like they were fine.
Yeah.
And then when they were like older teenagers, like high school age, like I felt it was fine. But prior to that, like I feel like it was kind of hit and miss.
Oh, excuse me.
Interesting fact that none of the actors were legally contracted to return after each year of filming.
Yeah.
Which is like the sister Samantha was the director's daughter.
Yeah, Lorelai.
And like the reason he put her in there was because I guess when she was young, like she loved like singing and dancing, and she wanted to be in the film so bad, and that there was a point where she gave up and she's like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. Like she just didn't have the interest in it, I guess.
Yeah.
And it took him like a long time to convince her to like not to quit. Like he didn't want to recast her because it'll be obvious.
Yeah.
And it's like such a gamble for like this type of movie where it's like like. Every year you're going to film something and it's only going to be like 14 minutes in the movie or so.
Yeah.
So eventually he did talk her into it and she kind of got, her interest back into it. But that would have sucked, dude.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I have this project that's going to take 12 years to make. And then just trying so hard to keep everyone like interested and continuing. So that's... You kind of have to admire that, though. All the actors did return eventually.
They stayed committed.
Mm-hmm. The soundtrack wasn't my type of music, but they had like nothing but bangers, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're into that kind of music, like I think
like
they
what?
open up with like a Coldplay song.
Oh, okay.
Yellow. But I think they have. I don't remember. They had like big bands like.
All right, let me see.
Like I was even thinking like, damn, they spent a lot of money on the soundtrack for this too, getting the rights to all that music.
So the official soundtrack has Jeff Tweedy, who I have no idea who that is. Yellow by Coldplay. Here to Say I Told You So by The Hives. Could We by Cat Power. Do You Realize, The Flaming Lips, Crazy, Gnarls Barkley, Vampire Weekend, Wilco, Cobra Starship, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney, Black Keys Again. Dang, Gautier. Somebody that we used to know. Yo La Tengo, Family of the Year, and Arcade Fire.
Yeah. So I don't know what like alternative.
Yeah,
rock?
it's like that alternative indie, like rock, like
yeah,
Coachella music.
yeah.
Coachella music.
Yeah. But I had to mention it because I feel like it was integral to the movie.
Because I think it also like denotes like what time period they're in.
Yeah.
You know, because that is kind of like all over the place as far as like time period goes.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like I had a hard time connecting with anyone in the movie, and like I feel like it. I don't know. Like it literally was just about him growing up, mostly, and that's what it was. Like it kind of straightforward.
Yeah.
But like, it kind of left me like wanting more. Like I don't know. Like it's just my dumb brain was like when does the shitty thing happen? like when does he get abused or when does like something happen? Yeah. Or when is like he accidentally kill someone or I don't know, dude. Like I'm telling you, it was the same thing with Patterson. Like I'm just so used to like something out of the ordinary happening and nothing like that happens. And like I don't know, like I don't know, like they don't even like they have the scene where like they talk about the sex scene, but it doesn't really even dive into that, which I thought it was because I feel like a lot of coming of age films, because in its heart that's what it is. Like have that like awkward like first sex kind of scene and stuff, and that doesn't happen in this one. Because like even in Moonlight, you've seen Moonlight, right?
Yeah.
They have that scene where him and his buddy like are at the beach and like they kiss and stuff, and it's like him discovering that it's like fuck, I'm gay.
Yeah.
And not knowing how to handle it or how to deal with it, or how to express it, and it's just like a scene that you kind of feel so like bad for him and like, but there's nothing like that here because like I don't know, like I just feel like everything's too normal.
Yeah.
And like I feel like if it didn't have that thing where it's like it did take 12 years to make this movie, like I feel like it would have fell under the radar, at least for my taste.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like the comments were very divisive. Like there's no in between. There's no like, hey, this movie's all right.
Yeah.
It's either like, yeah, it's gonna hit you and you're gonna like it, or you're just gonna be like me, where it's like I couldn't get into it really.
So hearing you talk about it, because I like this movie, hearing you talk about it made me realize that I think the reason I like this movie is because of my appreciation of the fact that it took that long to make and everybody stayed committed to it. You know, because he wanted to show the actual progression of the people aging, you know, and not casting new people, you know. So because nothing happens in this movie. Like you're really just watching somebody grow up.
Yeah.
Like it could almost be a documentary. Like because that's how the story is, you know. So
which in hindsight, like thinking about it too, like it kind of makes me like kind of respect it because they don't do anything that's so over the top. Like it's pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Like because you do encounter like shitty like stepdads, like that are just drunks and like they're abusive to the point where like they're not really like hitting them, but there's a scene like where he throws like a glass cup at the dinner table. And he's like yelling at them, and like you can tell this guy's a fucking piece of shit. But they keep it kind of light to where it's like it's believable and realistic, and it never jumps the shark, I guess. Like where it's like we're gonna do something kind of crazy to like, which is what I expected to like keep people engaged. It's like no, let's keep it like fairly realistic.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like I felt like it was just a little too mellow for my taste.
Yeah.
But I do like what like you said, like I don't think it's ever been done before.
I don't think so.
Movie.
I don't think so. I mean, I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head.
Besides like TV shows, I guess, that have been on forever.
Yeah, but so he's actually working on another movie where he's doing a similar thing, but he's extended it to 20 years. and it's currently he's currently doing it right now, and it's a movie called Merrily We Roll Along. It says it's an upcoming American epic coming of age musical comedy. Fuck. And is based on the 1981 stage musical of the same name. It says it's starring Paul Mescal, Ben Platt. Oh my God, you know who Ben Platt is?
No.
He came out in that movie. Fuck. What was it? Where he plays like a high schooler, but he looks old. It's like a recent movie. Fuck. Let me see. Let me click on it. Damn, my fucking allergies are starting to act up.
One
again.
of those like 90s rom-coms. Like
Dear Evan Hansen.
I've never heard of it.
No, oh, dude. Like he's supposed to be like a high school. I think it's a musical as well. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but he's supposed to be like a high school student, but he looks old as fuck. But yeah, this movie, it says the premise is talented Broadway composer Franklin Shepard abandons his friends and career to become a Hollywood producer, told over the course of 20 years in reverse chronological order. So he's going to film it like that, and then the beginning of the movie is going to be like them old.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
That's interesting, yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be even cooler than this, because then you're gonna have like that, like how you mentioned the soundtrack is like, you know, you had songs from like those years and progressing. Like I feel like it's gonna progress from like modern music from that time and slowly kind of go backwards.
Wow, that's
a huge project.
It's a Blumhouse movie too.
I feel like 12 years, like how I mentioned, like it's hard enough for people to stick to a project for 12 years. Like 20 is crazy.
Beanie Fieldstein is also in it. I'm probably saying her last name wrong, but that's Jonah Hill's sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but no, like Boyhood, I did enjoy it, but I think you made me realize I enjoyed it because of the whole the production aspect of it.
I mean, because I just like feel like I would recommend it just because I think a lot of people would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like I was necessarily like fuck, like I'm dreading this, but it's just because like I don't know, dude. Maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace too, like where it's just like I want something to happen, but it's not.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I do want people to check it out, even if it's like, you know, at least check it out once, because I mean, just that on that premise alone, where you know it's these actors, you're seeing them grow, and it is the same actors throughout. Because even Ethan Hawke's character, you see him like be like a 90s. Well, when did it start filming?
2002.
2002.
Yeah.
So close to 90s. Like go from like that, because you see the fashion change too.
Yeah.
And you see him like be like, you know, wear like drive his muscle car or his leather jacket to become like, he even talks about that in the movie, where like he starts dressing like he plays golf, like towards the end.
Yeah.
He's like saying like, man, like I never thought I'd like grow up to be looking like this. So yeah, it's interesting. It's worth a watch, I think. I don't know if, I think most people will enjoy it.
I think so. It's an interesting movie, like especially if you're like into like production stuff. Like I don't know, the whole 12-year shit is very fascinating to me.
Yeah,
because like you did make me realize that, like especially bringing up the whole like keeping everybody interested, and because they didn't have contracts, like they weren't obligated to come back, but they did.
I would love to see like a behind the scenes like documentary.
Oh fuck yeah, dude, me too.
I feel like the making of it is, I mean, I probably find more interesting than the actual movie, and like seeing like the struggles they went to, like I said, that his daughter not wanting to do it anymore. And like I could just imagine him freaking out, like, "Oh fuck, you're literally gonna fuck everything up for me."
Yeah.
But yeah, I should check it out. It's just like I said, you might watch it and think, "Oh, this is fucking boring," but you might not. So, a very divisive film.
So I'm looking up where you can watch it. If you're not gonna buy the Blu-ray, I would say buy the Blu-ray. I wouldn't mind.
Just come to Fidel's house and watch it.
I'll rent it out to you.
Rent out the living room to you.
Have a movie night here in my living room.
$30 a minute.
A minute? Fuck.
Ballers only.
But it says it's available on the Roku channel for free. I didn't even know Roku had its own channel.
I had no idea either.
Yeah, it's on the Roku
I feel
channel.
like at this point, like everything.
AMC Plus, if you have a subscription to that, it's streaming on there. Otherwise,
See, I didn't know that either.
otherwise you can rent it on Fandango at Home, which is now what Vudu is called now.
Fandango at home.
Yeah, it's called Fandango at Home now. You can rent it on there, Apple TV and Amazon. You can rent them on there. It says $3.99. So, yeah, I would say check it out, watch it. So, I like that you said when I said like the Roku channel, like everything has like a streaming service now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is a streaming service now, but I feel like it's kind of reverting back to being what cable is now because every streaming service has fucking ads now.
Yeah.
And unless you're paying for like the top tier version of that streaming service, you're going to get ads.
Yeah.
And so everything's basically cable again.
Yeah.
You're just paying individually for shit.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, like I was thinking about that today and I was like, fuck, man.
This is what I fucking love physical media, dude.
Yeah.
Like streaming, like it's nice to just, be able to like browse and just click on something and like a couple seconds you're watching it. But it's like in the next 10 years, I feel like physical media is going to become a huge thing again. Where like I think it's still pretty common, kinda, but I feel like it's gonna become like a popular thing. I think eventually it's gonna become like a vinyl thing.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Because I think it's just gonna get to that point where it's just people are just so sick of like the millions of streaming services. 'Cause I think eventually, like, somewhere, somebody's gonna come up with this thing where it's like, oh, you can just pay us, $50 a month, and it's gonna have all these streaming services, which is what cable was.
Yeah.
It's like, and this one's gonna include Netflix, Amazon, Vudu, all these. Like, it's gonna, or you could pay the premium, and it's gonna include like 10 more, 10 others, and you're gonna be able to stream them. And I promise you, that's what's gonna end up happening.
And I do think that the more choices you have, the more likely you are to just not watch anything new.
Yeah.
Because you're going to spend more time browsing, more time trying to decide on what to watch, that you're going to end up just being like, you know what, I'll just watch this even though I've already seen it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this back on.
Yeah. And, man, I'm telling you, like, I that's one thing I miss about, like, rental stores.
It just reminded me, I watched this video of Chloe Savini, which I've been saying her last name wrong. It's not Savini. It's Savini.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea because she visited the Alamo Drafthouse. I believe it's in New York. It's like a theater, whatever. They have in their basement. They have like a mock-up of this old New York video store that had nothing but like underground films, indie films, and she visited it and they kept it looking kind of similar to what it looked like. And she was talking about how like her and Natasha Lyonne, another actress, like they would go there to rent movies all the time. And like, especially when she moved in with Harmony Korine, like they would go there to rent movies all the time. And she was talking about that. She said that she misses that because when you go to rent a video, you still have to make the choice. But once you make that choice, you have to watch it.
You're committed.
You're committed.
That's exactly what I was
committed.
gonna say.
And like when you have streaming services with all these options,
you get bored in 5 minutes. You're like,
you just put something you've already seen before. Like you're less likely to watch something new, and like you spend more time searching for something new than actually watching something new.
Yeah, and not only that, like when you would choose movies, you'd focus on the artwork. You'd be like, oh, this looks cool. Never heard of it, but it looks cool. Like, let's take a gamble. And I feel like there's just something so like personal and rewarding about like taking a movie home and you buying popcorn, licorice, whatever, and just like sitting down with your friends and be like, okay, I spent like $2 renting this. Like, let's watch it. And even if it's shitty, like you'd be like, oh man, this movie sucked, whatever. But you watched it, and it's like, I don't know, there's something about being committed like that. Like, even if you didn't like it, like it still kind of pays off. Like, you know, you can talk to your friends about how like, oh, I hated this movie or whatever. And I don't know, like I miss that so much, dude.
Yeah.
And like even now, dude, like when I watch movies, like I just feel like when you pop them in, like I said, like there's some form of commitment
Yeah.
to it where you're just like, okay, I just popped it in, I'm gonna watch it now. And it's like knowing that you can't just like, okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm just gonna go back and choose something else. Like no, you're gonna have to get up and pop it
Yeah.
out. Like I don't know, like I just miss that. Like I don't know, it's more personal, I guess. It just feels like if you were gonna eat like a nice homemade meal compared to like some like fast food crap, you know. But I don't know. I feel like it'll come back eventually. I'm sure.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I hope so. Netflix is getting into the live TV game now too.
Live TV game.
Live TV, like,
See, I'm telling you, it's gonna become cable, dude.
because like starting, I believe January of next year, you'll be able to watch Monday Night Raw WWE
On Netflix.
live on Netflix every Monday.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, everything's becoming cable again. It's just no satellite dishes. It's all
Yeah.
gonna be through the internet.
Yeah. I don't know. That's not saying like just stick to physical media. It's been around for so long for a reason,
Yeah.
you know.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the comments.
Do you want to talk about the movies or after? What we're recommending?
All right, let's. What are you recommending me?
Okay, so it's a movie that I haven't seen in a while. It's been forever. And I rewatched it, and I was like, fuck, I love this.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking was like super stoked that I watched it.
Uh huh.
It's called Blue Ruin.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I've never seen it.
So that I texted you earlier. Have you seen this? Just because I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
It's either on Hulu or Max. It's one of those.
Okay.
It's streaming on one of those. Same director that made Green Room. I like it more than Green Room.
Really?
Dude, it's so fucking good. It's a revenge, like in its core, it's a revenge movie. But just like Green Room, like stuff happens where it's like you kind of like it's very realistic in the choices they make, and it's like the main person like there's like risks that he does that, and you're just like it's so like tension filled.
Yeah.
Like I was like, man, like this guy's gonna get fucked up right now.
When did you rewatch it?
Like 2-3 days ago, and it's been forever. Because the first time I watched it, I feel like I didn't really give it the attention that it should have gotten, but I remember I liked it.
Yeah.
And I was on the other day, like I was just scrolling through either Max or Hulu, and that popped up, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna rewatch it just to see, like, cause I felt like watching Green Room,
Yeah.
so I'm like, let me just watch this one, and fuck, dude, one of those movies too where like you're watching and just something like unexpected happens, like, and you're like, holy fuck. Like there was times where I literally said that. I'm like, whoa. And the effects, man, they're so good. They're so fucking good. It's like that violence that's just like so like realistic.
Yeah.
And it seemed like with Green Room, like the violence, it never feels like when you're watching Terrifier, you're like, fuck yeah, like that's tight, that's fun.
Yeah.
When you're watching these, like you feel bad. Like you feel like it's real, and it just like, but it's not violent for the sake of being violent. Like I feel like it just amplifies the story more. So like it's there for a reason. Like as like shocking as it could be, like it's there to like kind of show you the stakes of what they're dealing with, and like is like I said, this director just has a good eye to make everything feel so real and raw, and like I said, it's a revenge film, but it's not like your typical like I'm gonna bring this movie up again, like a John Wick or
Yeah.
even like the movie Revenge. That I love that movie, but it's not even like that. Like, cause I feel like this one's just like the main character is so vulnerable, and like he's just an average Joe. Like he doesn't even, like, in certain parts, like he doesn't want to do it, what he's doing, but you'll see why he has to, and it's a fucking, you're gonna love it, dude. I'm calling it right now. You're gonna fucking love this
Yeah?
movie. Yeah.
All right.
Like it's an instant buy. Like I'm gonna try to find like a, hopefully like,
Oh, so you don't own it?
no.
Damn. All right.
So
Yeah, because I did see it's streaming on Amazon.
was it Amazon?
That's what it says. Yeah, it says it's on
I don't
Amazon.
remember seeing any ads, so maybe they did that thing where it's just like a long ad in the beginning.
Yeah, I've noticed they do that with some movies.
Yeah, but some movies like they have ads throughout, so I don't know how they choose. Or
Wait, did I tell you I watched Roadhouse?
did you? Yeah, no, you didn't.
I watched it twice.
What the fuck, dude? How'd you watch it twice?
Because I felt like I missed some things, so I rewatched it. I thought it was tight, dude.
It's tight.
It's
right,
tight.
dude?
Yeah, I thought it was tight. It's so stupid, but I thought it was a lot of fun.
It doesn't look like a movie. I would have never played that movie on my own.
Yeah.
Like it just like it would have never caught my eye. Ellie played it, and like even she was like kind of like oh, like I know it's like whatever. Like no, like I actually liked it. Like
It's very self-aware.
yeah, that's what I like
Dude,
about it.
the final fight in the bar when he's like smashing his head on the piano, he's all, this piano's out of tune. Like what the Yeah, I watched it twice. Like immediately after I put it on again.
Yeah, it's so over the top and ridiculous, but
Yeah.
it's a fun movie, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, see, like I
Do you see the hate it's getting?
it's another one that's kind of divisive because I heard a lot of people like are loving it and they're saying like, oh, it's just as like cheesy as like the '80s one.
So the complaints I've been seeing about it, I'm just like, really?
What are they?
Why did they make him suicidal? Patrick Swayze wasn't suicidal in the original
Suicidal?
because he parks on the train tracks,
Yeah.
and because he has the tattoo, the equality tattoo on his neck.
I mean that didn't bug me.
Yeah,
Oh, like, that's what you're focusing on? You have like, what's his name? Fucking McGregor being fucking ridiculous.
dude, he's so he's like the typical '80s like villain.
Yeah.
Like he just walks around like, oh my god, dude, the way he walks through the whole movie.
Yeah. I feel like they told him like, hey, you don't have to act, just be yourself.
Yeah,
That's what
basically. But yeah, I ended up watching it.
it's so dumb, dude. But
Everybody needs to watch it.
yeah,
It's
a fun
fun.
movie.
It's a lot of fun.
The
Yeah, it is very
action's-
stupid.
The action's good too.
Oh yeah, that's a thing dude, the way the action was shot was like, I was impressed.
Yeah, so was I, and I'm like, well, like I did not expect that from this movie.
Yeah. It's like they mainly focused on filming the action sequences.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it was like there wasn't a lot of shaky cam. There was a lot of like perspective, like shots, you know. But it was done very well, I thought.
And even if like they did incorporate some like CGI into the fighting, like I'm just happy that there's like this never happens where there's a movie that shows somebody getting punched and doesn't cut away.
Yeah.
It's like that comes very rarely, and like I love when movies do that.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
But Blue Ruin is the complete opposite of that.
Okay,
Like, you're not gonna have fun watching this movie, dude. You're gonna have a miserable time, but you're gonna love it.
The only reason I brought it is because I saw we were talking about Amazon, and you're like, oh, maybe there's that long ad, and that's one thing that stood out to me when I put on Roadhouse was like the long ad at the beginning. So I was like, oh, okay.
I think we had ads like in between.
Really?
I think so. I don't remember. Do you remember or no? I don't know. But did you like you like Green Room, right?
Yeah, I like Green Room.
Okay. Yeah, if you like that one, you'll like this one. I loved it just a little bit more than I liked Green Room.
Oh wow, because I like Green Room a lot.
Yeah, but I rewatched Green Room as well, just because I was like so hyped on
Yeah.
Blue Ruin. And it still holds up, dude. It's still like I love that movie too. There's like little things that I caught on to that I'm like, oh, I didn't notice that before either. Because you have that guy that like, kind of knows how to fight a little bit.
Yeah.
And the first time I watched it, I'm like, oh, what are the odds that this guy knows how to like like get this guy like an arm hold and choke him out and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's like, it happens so quick in the like near the beginning where they call him like, oh, Mr. Jiu-Jitsu or something like that, and it's just like a quick little thing, and it's like that explains it.
Yeah.
Like he knows jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like I just love that about the director. Like he doesn't feed you like anything that like I like you don't need. Like he just respects you enough to be like, okay, like we're just gonna show you the movie, like you make your own decisions on how you feel about them. Like if you catch certain things that are gonna pay off in the end, like it's gonna be great. Like you're gonna enjoy it. But yeah, Blue, I already know, dude. You're gonna fucking like it.
Blue Runner. I'm gonna check it out on Amazon.
On Amazon.
On
not,
Amazon.
not Max or Hulu.
Yeah, not Max or Hulu, on Amazon. So, the movie I'm gonna recommend you is Madam Web.
Ah, you
No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, no. Damn.
Nobody should watch Madam Web.
Okay,
Nobody
I agree.
at all, ever. Please don't. Terrible. So, I'm actually going to recommend you a movie that I haven't seen.
Ooh.
But I am going to watch it because it is streaming, even though I'm going to let you borrow it.
Oh, really quick.
What's
Just
that?
reminded me. Opening your movie?
You broke it.
No, it felt fucking weird.
Why?
I felt like I was cheating, dude. Like opening up someone else's film.
Damn.
It felt weird, dude. I was like, I don't know if I should be doing this.
Damn.
That's it.
So, yeah, I'm going to let you borrow it because I have it. And the reason I have it and I haven't watched it is because it was when I was buying movies off of, was it Video Shock on Instagram? Is that his name?
Oh, okay.
The guy from Frankincense?
Yeah.
Every Sunday, I haven't checked in on it lately, but every Sunday he does a claim sale where he puts stuff up for sale on Instagram and like first person to comment gets to buy that item. And he tends to put up a lot of like B horror films, like just weird shit, you know? And this one, it stuck out to me. Never heard of it, but it's called Pieces.
Oh, dude.
Have you seen it before?
No, but it's been on my watch list for years, dude.
Okay. Yeah, so it came, like I was intrigued by the cover.
I haven't looked into it for that reason because I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah, like this is, I have it up right here just because I want to see like where it's streaming and stuff like that. But I've never watched a trailer for it. But I bought it. I bought it along with another movie, but I'll probably have that one recommended for you for another time. But this one, I want you to watch it. I'm gonna watch it too. But it's a 1982 horror mystery. I'm not gonna look up plot. That's all I'm reading off of it.
No, dude,
And it's not even rated. There's no rating for it.
I'm excited. This is probably like the most excited I've been for you for a recommendation.
What about Pitch Black?
I feel like, oh man, I wish I would have watched it with you.
Pitch Black?
Yeah, because I feel like it would have been great.
Yeah,
watching
maybe.
it with you. Yeah. Did you rewatch it? Yeah.
No, not yet.
Rewatch it, dude.
I'm gonna rewatch it. I'll rewatch it before the next time we record, so I could mention it.
All right.
I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. A horror mystery. Pieces came out 1982. It's only an hour and a half.
Okay.
But
I'm
yeah.
stoked.
Yeah, it's streaming on Peacock. If anybody else wants to watch it before the next episode, so you could kind of go along with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But okay, let me bring up comment from the previous episode. The previous episode was the episode that came out recently at the time of recording is the one with Wayne.
Okay.
So the comment on that one is from Nikki. She put, Wayne is right about being a working creative. It's so hard. It's like this in beauty or any freelance. Having social media is so hard when people choose an already popular person. Because he was talking about how like tattoo artists nowadays, like it's kind of important to have a social media, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. People should listen to the episode. It was a good one. I had fun doing that one.
I agree though. Like you kind of have to.
Yeah, even if you don't want to.
Yeah, if you want to like become like I guess one of the greats,
Yeah.
you kind of have to.
Yeah. Because he did say something in the episode where he says like, if you want to become a tattoo artist, why don't you try like, I'm paraphrasing here, but sell your art. You know, if you can't sell your art, then why are you gonna be? How do you expect to sell your tattoo art?
Yeah.
Like, how do you expect to sell your tattoos to people? You know.
Yeah.
So
I
that was
agree.
the only comment.
That's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
People need to comment more. Nobody's
yeah.
commenting.
I feel like it's hard to comment like when it's like an interview,
Yeah.
because it's like, I mean, what can you really say unless you're asking them questions?
Yeah.
But it's like they're not gonna be on the next episode, so
Yeah.
I feel like when it's just me and you bullshitting, like there's a lot you can comment on because we're just dumb.
Yeah. I mean, you are. I'm not.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. Damn.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching. What were you having? Oh yeah, Blue Ruin.
You're gonna love it, dude. I'm so stoked on that movie.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the episode tomorrow with Jason.
Momoa.
Yep. So we're actually ahead by a lot.
I know, dude. And it kind of sucks because like sometimes I forget how far along we are. So,
But I came up with the plan. I want to be ahead by a lot because I think we should take 2 weeks off for Christmas.
ooh, okay.
Because that's
when
around
we
that
get the
time.
busiest.
Yeah, that's when we get the busiest, like in our personal lives. So that way we could skip 2 weeks, and then because as of right now, we're ahead 2, and then with this one is 3, and then with the one I'm doing tomorrow with Jason, that's 4. So that's a month worth. So that way, by the time Christmas comes around, we could skip 2 weeks,
So
and then when we come back to record again, we are still ahead 2.
So, because you said that, we're gonna have to record our Halloween episodes the
Yes.
month prior.
Yeah,
All right.
so we gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll keep it in mind because I know you're gonna forget.
We gotta watch. Damn, we didn't do any Easter movies, dude.
What Easter movies? Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, dude.
All right, that's it. See you guys later. Oh wait, no, I gotta do the. Where is it?
Gangsta Brazil.
Later.